Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls. When I last left off, I had just defeated the gargoyles and rang the first bell, and then I had what else did I do? Did I get the armor? Was that right at the end of the last episode? I think that's why I'm here. I think I went on a run to get the Elite Knight armor. I could be wrong, but I think that's why I might be right at that bonfire. I haven't played in a couple of days, so I can't remember exactly where I was when I left off. But the first thing we're going to do now is we are going to head to Lower Undead Burg, is where we're going to head. Because there is a shortcut we can take. Ultimately, we want to get to Blighttown, because that is where the second bell is, the second bell of awakening. So ultimately we want to be going there, but let me just think what the best way is to go and do this. I think it's this way. Eventually we want to get to Blighttown, because as I said, that is where the second bell is, but we could go straight there. I picked the master key at the start, which allows us to use a shortcut which takes us straight into Blighttown. And not only does it take us straight into Blighttown, it takes us... Oh, Titanite shards, not bad. It takes us into Blighttown in such a way where it is a shorter route to the bell and then back out. Because from here there are two ways into Blighttown, a short way and a long way. And the way it's set up is that you take the long way in and the short way back. But and that's what I'm going to do, even though I could take the short way in. Let me just roll down here and take these guys out. Oh, I didn't kill him. I thought I'd kill him in one go. That's made this complicated. He's jumped off the edge. But basically, long story short, I could go and take the short way into Blighttown, and then do what needs to be done in Blighttown, and then take the short way out. But I feel we miss out on the chance to get valuable items and experience, and also there's bosses, and I want to take on all the bosses, so I might as well do them in this order, in the order that is sort of suggested by the game, as it's not dictated. As I've already said, you can basically do it in whatever order you want, but I'm going to do it in this order, which is probably the way you're going to be doing it if it's your first playthrough. I'm going to have to also concentrate, because I am doing terribly at the moment. Now there is a Black Knight up here. I already took care of one that was in not Lower Undead Burg, it was just in Undead Burg. And I'm going to try and take out this one. And this one is a greatsword Black Knight. The other one was just a sword Black Knight. Oh my god, that is a ridiculous attack. And I absolutely hate the greatsword Black Knights. But there we go. Finally got a backstab on him. Let's have an Estus to heal up. Dodge that, and why was that not a backstab? Really? Come on. Right, dodge that and then backstab. I'm going to take another Estus just to be safe, and then I can't block that shot, that attack. Right, whatever. He's dead. It could have been a lot easier, but it's done. That's the important thing. Right, now the way I am going at the moment is I'm going back how we... it's not down there, is it? It's down here. I'm going back the way we used to get into this area, which is via the underside of that bridge with the dragon on. Now I can just take care of these rats. Any of them drop any humanity? No. No, that's a shame. So there's that dragon. Might be able to hear that. If I kick this guy off the edge, it'd make it a lot easier. There we go. And then deal with this guy. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to run back onto the upper side of the bridge and run back towards where we spoke to Solaire. But there's going to be this guy here, so I'm going to have to run past him. Just in case the dragon decides to have a little fire breath, and he has done, and all those guys are dead now. Luckily I'm not. But we're going to open this door, because we got the basement key from just outside the parish before. And that opens this door. And this ladder we can use. It's a very long ladder, and it helps that you can use this method of quickly speeding up getting down ladders. And basically where this takes us is to lower Undead Burg, as I said. Now we can open up a shortcut here, which I'm going to open up. And I'm also going to use it because it takes us back to a much better bonfire. Not only because it's closer, and as such we have to not run quite as far to get back, but it's also better because this bonfire... I was going to say this bonfire is kindled, and I don't think it is now I've said that. I think this bonfire is still only 5. It is. I thought I kindled this bonfire. I got hit there by a crossbow bolt that this guy had fired before I rested the bonfire. Apparently it still was in the air. The crossbow bolt doesn't disappear, apparently. The guy resets, but the bolt that he'd fired doesn't. So that still hit me after I'd rested, so I needed to just heal a second time there. Take those two out, and then deal with this guy, and then we can take this shortcut that we've made now that we've opened this door. So as I said, this takes us to Lower Undead Burg, and this is one of my least favourite parts of the game because of two things. And that is the enemies that we encounter in this area and the boss that we encounter in this area. For a start, we have these dogs. Now these dogs are just annoying. They will inflict bleed damage on us if they actually hit us. I mean, they're still inflicting bleed damage on us even when I block, just significantly less. They are also really annoying to try and actually hit because they somehow manage to just bloody dodge everything. Now, we did get the residence key before, and there's a guy who's saying he's trapped in here, and we can use the residence key to let him out. And he is actually a guy who is proficient in sorceries, I believe. I've never used sorceries, so I've never been inclined to actually use him, but I still save him nevertheless. The second type of enemy that we will encounter down here is these guys. These torch hollows, and these are annoying as well. Only for different reasons these guys are annoying. Go on. Luckily I can take them out with one hit. I would appreciate it if it would actually target them when I press the target button, although I'm not sure if it's just because I was trying to do it round a corner, and sometimes Dark Souls can be a bit picky about that. But they've not done it yet because I've been very careful, but these guys can very easily do very large amounts of damage to you with a couple of their attacks, so just be very careful with them. Try and take them on one-on-one where possible, because if you just run in there and get them all to swarm after you, you are going to be in serious trouble. Now as you come down here, you've got to be wary because you will be ambushed, and that will include a guy who breaks down this door behind you. Basically these guys are very annoying, but there's two of them dead, there's the other one dead. Okay, that wasn't too bad. If we go in here, there should be an item. Yep, mail breaker. Okay, not particularly useful, but nevertheless I like picking up everything. Or at least everything I can see and know how to get to. Right, there's going to be another ambush when you get down to about here. There we go. But this time it's going to be 2 dogs as well as 3 guys. Or at least I think there's 2. I thought there were 2 dogs. Oh, what's he dropped? Target shield. Very useful for parrying that. So if you're going to play a style of... Oh, there's the other dog. He just didn't attack me earlier for some reason. Yeah, it's very useful for parrying. So if you're going to be playing a style that... you can actually pick up a target shield off this dead body here if you don't get a drop off one of those enemies. So it's not too big a deal. Through here is the boss. We're not going to get him yet. We're going to go and open up another shortcut, and then I'm going to come back and try and attempt to fight the boss. But as I was saying, the target shield, very useful if you want to do a parry, because I believe, not 100% certain, but I believe that has the largest parry window. Basically meaning you can... It makes it the easiest to parry. But it's terrible at actually blocking attacks, so... If you're going to use that, you are committing to either parrying or dodging. You can't really block with those shields, and I much prefer the style of shield like this one, where you have the option to block and you have the option to parry. Somewhere in between a great shield and a small shield. And my favourite one of these we're going to be getting later, because I can... it's a drop from an enemy that we find later in the game. Fortunately, this enemy is respawned, so I can just go and kill them again and again and again until I get that shield, because that is going to be the shield that I'm going to be using for the end game, but I will talk about that when we get there. As for now, I'm going to open up this shortcut, which takes us back to an area you might recognise, because it's this area, near Firelink Shrine. And yeah, there are 2 reasons I've opened this shortcut. Oh my god. One is because it is a quicker way to get to the next boss area from a bonfire, because I anticipate dying at least once against this boss. Unless I get very lucky, because basically this boss does come down to a bit of fortune. There is a strategy that you can use. He's got down here. The guy we saved from Lower Undead Burg, he's stood over here now. And I believe he sells sorceries if you talk to him. I'm going to level up a couple of times. I can only level up once. I'm going to pop a soul so I can level up a couple of times. Let's just use this one, because this should be enough. Okay, I'm going to go for strength a couple of times again, because I'm still trying to get strength up to 20 and dex up to 18 so I can wield the Black Knight Sword. That's my goal at the moment. I feel I have a comfortable amount of endurance and vitality for now. But I can't even remember if I finished my train of thought earlier, but basically what I was saying was this next boss, there is a strategy, there is an optimal strategy to use to try and take out the boss, and I'm going to be using this strategy to try and take out the boss. But even if you use the optimum strategy, you still require a bit of luck in this boss fight. And I'll explain a bit more when I'm stood outside the boss door. I'll explain a bit more about how we're going to tackle the boss. But one thing I didn't point out when I came down this way before, when I used the shortcut, is there is a merchant here. Just at the end. And this merchant will sell us moss clumps, the ones that I did drop from those bush guys that I went to take on earlier. You can just buy them straight up from this guy. You can also buy poison throwing knives, dung pies, alluring skulls, charcoal pine resin, transient curses, a lot of stuff basically, and a load of different types of arrows, but I never use arrows, so never really interested me. Take this guy out again. Completely useless, those archers, when you get up close to them. Right, I have to take out these 2 guys again. Oh, I took him out in one go. I wasn't expecting that. That'll probably be because I leveled up my strength just at that bonfire then. It's probably now doing just enough damage to take them out in one go. Thanks to the strength scaling I have on this club. Now those two dogs that attacked me before should attack me again. They should be the only ones who attack me. The other guys, I'm not sure what they are. Thieves, I think they might be. They shouldn't attack me. They should stay over there. Right, so basically, this boss fight, there's going to be a big guy, and he's going to have a couple of huge swords, one in each hand, and he's got two pals with him, and those are two dogs, and they're just like these normal dogs we've been fighting out here, but they cause a hell of a lot of problems when you're trying to fight him and those two dogs, because this area is absolutely tiny. And I'm going to put on some lightning, and I am going to jump in, and this is going to go poorly. Right, so the strategy is, you run past into the right, and you wait for the dogs to come up the stairs, and you hope they get there before him. And you try and take the dogs out. Because if you get lucky enough to take the dogs out pretty quickly, this can become a relatively comfortable boss fight. The issue lies with not taking the dogs out. And I've got the dogs out, but now I'm going to get killed because I didn't take them out quickly enough and ended up getting caught by him. So yeah, it all comes down to whether or not you can get those dogs quickly. And now I don't have any gold pine resin for the repeat of this fight. But what I am going to do now is I am going to cut ahead to when I'm stood outside the fog gate and when I'm doing my next attempt, so I'll see you then. Okay, so I am back outside the fog gate for the Capra Demon, and I should mention I am recording all the time in between when I cut out then, so if anything interesting does happen during these cuts I will show you. I won't just cut it out completely. But it was just relatively simple, me just taking out the same enemies you've seen me take out and getting to this gate. So here we go, round 2. Well, that is a terrible start, and I'm already nearly dead. Oh, the dog got me. The dog got me! I can see a theme developing here. Okay then, see you at the fog gate. Okay, we're back again. Time for round 3. Hopefully this will go slightly better than round 2. Oh, it's not a great start. It's a better continuation though. Yes, he fell. Brilliant. That is exactly what I wanted. Now if that other dog could show up. Right. Okay, both dogs, and he's trapped beneath this arch. Now if this happens, that's pretty much brilliant. Because it allows you to do a plunging attack on him, which doesn't do loads of damage, but we have now killed the dogs, and we do have Capra on his own. And that attack is still very annoying. And I wish I could actually see what was going on. I want to just back up a bit and get a heal in. Dodge that. See if I can get him to fall under this arch again, maybe. No, that's not happening. He's not fallen for it this time. Come on, Capra. Come over here. Oh, I can actually get a hit on him this time, and it's very, very poorly timed, and I am nearly dead again. I'm going to have to go up here and take another drink. So while I'm up here, I might as well try and get him to fall over, and he has done, but he's hit me on the way. Let's see if I can get him to just come out a little bit from that archway. Come on, Capra. Just come out a little bit. There we go. Get another plunge attack on him. I might just recycle this, you know. It's working well, and I don't want to be going through more and more repeats of this battle. So I might just go with this strategy of trying to get him to get stuck under this archway, because it seems to be working. Didn't work that time. Get a hit on him then, and then head back up the stairs. I mean, you may think I'm cheaping this boss out a bit by doing this and trying to get him to fall down here, and then... oh, he still hits me like every time he does that and still does damage to me. But this is basically Dark Souls. Dark Souls is basically find the best way to you know, sort of cheapen the enemy. And you know what, he's on low enough health now, I can probably just get away with taking him out normally. What am I saying? What am I saying? That is exactly the wrong attitude to have with Dark Souls. Never get confident and think, oh, the job's done. Never do that. Always stay focused. Even if it's only one more hit, you just maintain complete focus until the end. Right, it is one more hit now, so all I have to do is block this, and then... oh, he's hit me. He's hit me. He's only gone and hit me. Oh, and I caught him. And there we go. What was that? Third attempt? Third attempt, I think. Capra Demon beaten. Oh, yes. And there we go. And we got the key to the depths. Was what we got for beating him. And I'm going completely the wrong way. I don't want to accidentally spawn those thieves in again. But what you want to do is you want to come down these stairs the way you came in. If you use the shortcut to Firelink, that is. And you want to head this way, where there will be a door round here. There it is. And this is the depths. Now this isn't a pleasant place either, really. This is a bit troublesome. Now, the first thing you want to keep in mind is that this guy is round behind you. So you want to turn around and take him out. And then just go and take him, and then there's an item behind this guy. It's another soul. Brilliant. I really would like there to be a bonfire, but I can't remember where the bonfires are, if there are any. I think that there's definitely a bonfire in the depths, I just can't remember where it is, or if it's accessible early on. Didn't mean to fall off that set of stairs, but that helped, because I got that hollow who might have snuck up on me, had I not fallen. But yeah, there's a mixture of just hollows with the broken swords, and these torch-wheeling hollows. Once again, just maintaining patience and taking them out one at a time is the best way to handle this. Another one. Take him out. Is that it for the hollows? No, there's this one guy here. And then we want to go down these steps here. Now there's going to be a couple more dogs here, I believe. Yep, there's one of them. Oh, I love the ragdoll sometimes in Dark Souls. It is just spectacularly humorous, but I don't think that dog actually died, now that I think about it. I think he actually just jumped out the way. Yeah, he didn't die. I'm not killing the dogs in one hit anymore. I would really like to attract this dog without attracting that guy with the big knife, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. I did say guy. Now technically this is a woman. But as you do with most of the big people with swords, or any sort of large weapon, they're usually pretty slow, and you can usually pretty much just circle them and stab them in the back. Or bash them in the back if you've got a club like me. And when they're dead, you want to open this chest here, because this has got a large ember in, and what this large ember does is if you give it to Andre of Astora, blacksmith, it will allow you to... I should not have jumped down here. but I've jumped down here now, so oh well. It will allow you to upgrade your weapons to +10. Right, let's try this trick. I remember reading somewhere that if you do a jumping attack and then make it into a plunging attack, you do the damage of the jumping attack plus the plunging attack. So let's try and... You know what, I've got no way to verify whether that was the damage of the jumping attack and the plunging attack, because I have no idea how much damage I would have done normally. I just know I did a lot of damage. So that works, I guess. And yeah, that big rat, pretty easy to kill if you get a good plunging attack on him. And you get a humanity off him. And you also get the sewer chamber key, which is the biggest thing that I wanted. Because now thinking about it, that is what allows me to get to the bonfire. Now if only I could remember the way to get to the bonfire. I think I want to go somewhere else. Oh, that's right. I want to go towards where the boss is, and then I can head back to the bonfire. But first things first, I want to come out here. It is out here, yeah. So if you just follow that path that I did then, I'm not sure what directions I took. I went down a couple of tight corridors, but you can watch the video and see what path I took. And this will take you to this area where there are quite a few rats, and there is a channeler. And what you want to do is you want to take out as many of those rats as you can without coming out of this safe area. Well, these rats have been buffed, so I've got to be careful here. They're also bigger than the other rats. I'd very much love it if I could drag this guy over. There we go, right. Take him out. Wait for him to attack me and then retaliate. Now you do want to watch out. And I'll tell you why in a moment. But I'm just going to run up here and check there's not any rats hidden up on this ledge, because sometimes, I'm sure I've had it before, I've had a rat drop down on me from there. But basically, let's see if I can get a good angle of this. Yeah, just about. You see those boxes behind the channeler? Basically there are rats in them, and if you get near them, the rats will just like jump out. So I'm quite happy actually that the channeler has decided to fly away. I can't remember seeing the channeler do that, so I think that might have been a slight glitch where he sort of clipped with the wall a bit oddly. But yeah, if you get close to these boxes, rats will jump out, so I was just being a bit cautious because I didn't want them jumping out while I was trying to fight the channeler, because that could have just been the end of me. More boxes here, no rats in those ones. There is an item around the back here. It's a large Titanite shard. That's used for upgrading down standard path between, I think it's 6 to 10 large Titanite shards. Basically, once you cleared out that area, if you followed the route that I have, you want to go through this door, or fog gate even. I really need to remember my way around the depths. Yeah, this does just take me back to the area I was in before, I think. Right, drop down here where you see this waterfall, and quickly move out the way, because there is an enemy here called a basilisk, and he will spray curse, like sort of smoke that will curse you if you are near it. So you want to watch the hell out for that. And in fact, you know what? I'm tempted to just take him out from range. Oh, there we go. You see the curse meter going up there? He's going to come over and attack me. Hopefully I can stun lock him. There we go. Now, if you follow this route, that should be the only one you take on. But as you can see, behind that gate there are a couple more. So there are more of these guys. But I believe if you go this way now, that is the only one of them you have to fight if you follow this route. There's a giant rat here, and I believe there's a couple more rats around this way actually. But I also believe there's something round here, because I remember going around this area looking for something. Oh, I've still got the fire bombs equipped. That was bad. Oh, I'm out of Estus I'm out of Estus flasks. That's also quite bad. Oh god, he's not dead. Right. I'm going to switch to Humanity, because Humanity will heal you fully if you use it. And, provided you don't die, there isn't really a massive penalty. Because having soft Humanity is fine. The only issue is if you die and lose it. I suppose that's being a bit sort of positive, but yeah. I don't think I'll need to use that Humanity now because I'm near the bonfire. But if you talk to this guy, he will sell you some stuff, including gold pine resin, which I'm going to buy a couple of, because I'm going to buy 3 actually. I believe the next boss we're going to fight is weak to lightning, so that'll be helpful. But from him, once you've talked to him, he should go back to Firelink Shrine, and he will sell the outfits of some bosses when you beat them, so you can get the boss gear off him. But where you want to go from there is you want to head up these stairs and then open this door, provided you've got the sewer key, the sewer chamber key, whatever it was. You don't need it for that door, as it didn't say we used a key. But if you climb up that ladder and then you fight this Torch Hollow, you'll find this door, and this door you do need the sewer chamber key, and behind it you will find the bonfire for this area. And I'm going to level up my strength a couple of times. So there we go, I've got 20 strength now, so that is the requirement of strength that I needed to wield the Black Knight sword. Now, I can't remember how much I upgraded my club. +4. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'm going to give this a shot. So here we go. If I beat this first time, this is going to be 2 bosses in one part. If I don't beat this first time, I'm going to leave it at the bonfire, and I'll start off the next part with beating this boss. But I am going to give it a go at taking out the boss of the depths. You can just ignore those pools of sludge or whatever the hell they are. And what you want to do is you want to come down here, you want to come down this narrow pathway off to the sides, and you will come out to here. And this area down here is where we'll fight the boss. Now if you look up there, that ledge at the top over there, that is where that channeler was. Now if you don't take that channeler out, he will be firing at you while you're trying to fight this boss. So it's imperative that you go and take that channeler out first. You can get down to this area without taking the channeler out, but I would definitely not advise it. Now I'm going to get my gold pine resin out, and I'm going to put it on my club, and then I'm going to step out and we're going to give this boss a go. And this boss is the Gaping Dragon. Oh, look at him. Isn't he cute? Isn't he lovely? Actually, no. He's one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. But yeah, this boss, not too difficult. He's easier than the Kappa Demon, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to die on him, because I have died on him a few times before. It's all about concentration with this boss and baiting him into doing the attacks that you want him to do. So first things first, I want to try and get him to do his smash attack, which he doesn't seem to be wanting to do right now. Now he does have a tail, and as with every dragon, or drake, in this game as well. Oh shit, this is not good. Yeah, when he flies up like that, you just want to make sure you're not underneath him. Damn. Damn, son. Oh, this is the attack I want him to do. He will slam his face down into the floor, and that'll give you time to hit his head. Now his head is his weak part, so the more shots you can get on his head, the better. I only got 1 in there because I had to take some time to heal. But as I was saying anyway, as with all the other dragons, if you actually hit his tail enough, which is more than the one time I've hit it, he will eventually, his tail will eventually come off, and that will give you a drop. But I'm finding it difficult at the moment to hit his tail, and I think my lightning pine resin has actually worn off. I can get 3 hits on him if I'm quick to his head there, and then run behind him. Can I get any hits on his tail? There's a couple of hits. Now if his tail comes off, that's really useful because it also removes one of his big attacks, which is the tail swing we did see earlier. Oh, he's doing this again. Oh, lovely, lovely. I love when he just gets into a mood of doing that all the time, because that allows me to hit him quite a lot. But if you fuck up like that, then it doesn't really make much difference. You end up dying anyway. Now you know what? I'm going to give him one more go. I'm going to give him one more go on this path, and then that's going to be it. So we're either going to end this part with a victory now against the Gaping Dragon, or we're going to end this part with me failing miserably again. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do if I fail. I might go and grind a bit to get the materials needed to upgrade my club a bit more. I might just keep trying at him and just win out in the end. I'm not sure. But first things first, I want to get out there and I want to try this one more time. Where is my pine resin? Oh, I keep cycling past it. There it is. 2 left. I choose one more now, and let's go for this. Right, we've already seen that, so we can skip past that this time. And he's going to go straight for this attack. So we're going to go straight in, and 2 hits now. I missed the second hit, but 2 swings. Only 2 swings on that attack from now on. That is a new rule I've implemented myself. Let's see if I can get a hit on his tail. That was a couple of hits on his tail. If I can get his tail to come off, I'll be really positive about my chances in this fight. You also want to be careful because there is a ledge over here and you can just run off it and die if you're not paying attention. So you want to make sure you don't accidentally do that. There's 2 more hits on him, and then we'll run around to the sides. Avoid his big charge. Oh my god, I can't believe I've just done that. I just rolled into his tail. Okay, well, let's get the hell out of there and heal. Go on, do that again. Oh yes, come on. Right, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. Right, move. Okay. I'm actually going to take the chance to put some my other gold pine resin on, because the other one has worn off. Get a couple more hits on his tail, maybe? Yeah. Is he going to do his jumping attack? He is. Where's he going to come down? He's going to come down there. That's alright. Plenty of space. Go on, do your head slam. Or stomach slam, or whatever the hell it is. Get a couple of hits. I only got 1 hit, but a couple of swings. And get round the sides. Oh yes! Got his tail. Got his tail. Brilliant. Okay, that removes him from being able to do the big tail swing while I'm stood far away from him, so I'm a lot less worried about this now. And if I just keep this pattern up... A lot of Dark Souls is... a lot of the bosses are just about finding the pattern for them and then being able to regularly replicate that pattern. This gold pine resin seems to be lasting a lot longer than the first one did. Oh no, there we go, it's run out literally as I was saying that. Get away from him. Oh god, I don't want to be in this place because I can easily get trapped in the corner. Over in this, where that wall sticks out, you can easily get trapped a bit there. There we go, he went for his tail swing, which probably would have connected with us if we hadn't have blocked or rolled. But because his tail wasn't there, it wasn't a problem. Okay, get a couple of hits in. Get out the way. I might try 2-handing actually. How fast are my 2-handed swings? Yeah, if I 2-hand, I'm only going to be getting 1 hit in. So I'm going to 1-hand the next time. I'm going to see how much 2 1-hands does, and then I'll try and 2-hand and see how much that does, and I will determine which is the best tactic going forwards. So how much does 2 one-hands do? 256, okay. Next time I get a chance I'm going to two-hand it and we'll see what that does. But once you take this guy's tail out, he becomes pretty easy because, in my opinion, his most dangerous attack is, or his second most dangerous attack is removed from his arsenal. Okay, so he's going to do that again, so let's two-hand it. 227. I did get 2 hits in. Yeah, I probably do have time to get two-handers in, so I did like 440 something, so that's significantly better than 256. Come on, Gaping Dragon, come over here. I probably could be getting more hits on him, but I don't want to take the chance. I don't want to get cocky or, you know, overly confident or whatever. I just want to go with what's working for me and whittle him down until he's dead. Because it shouldn't be long now. A couple more times and I should have him. Go on, do your stomach slam again. Awesome, awesome, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, one more hit. I might have been able to go for that then, but you see, if I'd have missed and then he does his charge and kills me in one, then it's for fucking nothing. So that's what I mean about being cautious. Just be cautious with Dark Souls. But this second attempt has gone much smoother than the first attempt did, and in fact I probably will kill him here. And there we go, the Gaping Dragon defeated. Second attempt, not too bad. And I get the Blighttown key. Now this item, I did run past it a couple of times in, I get Twin Humanities and Home with Bone off the boss, but this item, I did run past it a couple of times. If you didn't start as a warrior, you can get the warrior class outfit, the hard leather armour there. I did start as a warrior, I still get it, but, you know, it just works as a spare. God. Oh well. Wow. What I'm going to do now is I could proceed on to Blighttown immediately. And I will show you where that is, should you wish to, for some reason. I'm going to go back to the bonfire, because it makes sense to me to go back and level up and use the souls. Especially since we won't reach a bonfire in Blighttown for a little while. I'll say a little while, it shouldn't be that bad, but basically, I'll open this door now just to demonstrate. This is the key, this is where you use the key, sorry, that you get, the Blighttown key. And this opens this door, and then you go around to that ladder over there, and that takes you down to Blighttown, which is what we will be doing next part. And this thing's in my way now, so I am going to have to actually deal with it, because it's stood in that thing. I don't even know what these are, I don't even know what the point is, I don't know why they take so little damage from attacks, but if you just do that, they die, and they only give you 100 souls, so that's why it's not really worth taking them out. It's much better to just, like, run past them like that. But that one decided he was going to just be in the way, so I was going to have to take him out. Now I wonder if I'll be able to get my dex up 5 times for 27,000 souls. I've not been paying attention to how many souls I've been using to level up, actually. I might be able to get the 5 dex here. You know, I've already taken him out from when I left the bonfire. I might be able to get 5 dex. Let's see. Level up. Dex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, exactly 5 dex. Okay, I can start wielding the Black Knight's... wielding the Black Knight sword. And in fact, I am going to do just that. And I'm still below half my equipment loads wearing this armour. So I can still do a medium roll. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here with us in the depths, but about to move on to Blighttown. So the next part may or may not be all of Blighttown. I am going to say it probably won't be all of Blighttown. It will probably be most of Blighttown, unless I get very lucky and beat Blighttown in one go. I don't think I've ever done that before. But there's a first time for everything. So, I will see you next time for Blighttown.